welcome to another wonderful week here on Inca. It's indeed another beautiful week, and you know what always comes with new weeks. New weeks always comes with endless possibilities. Now, if you do not have anything you want to achieve this week, you don't have any plans, nothing figured out, I'm here to charge you up tonight. It's time you get up. Like what I mean, get up. I mean, it's time you wake up from slumber, go get yourself plans and goals for the week, and figure out how exactly you are going to achieve them. What's up with you? How are you doing? It's of course a new week with different vibe, different attitude, different beauty, different aura. Everything is new because it's a brand new week. Now, let's talk about the weekend, just shortly about it. How was the weekend? On Friday, I shared an amazing and priceless tip on how you can enjoy your weekend, what to do, just in case you were clueless on how to go about it. Now, I want to get the results. What's up? How did it go? Our bikini pool party, what's up with it? Like, were you able to, pull through the bikini pool party? If you did not, then you owe me, for giving out my advice without you adhering to it. On Sunday, we also marked National Forgiveness Day. See, some of you have this very special problem with spirit of forgiveness. Like, you people do not cross same path. Now, if there is a way to live longer on earth, that way is by forgiving people, always sharing love, light, and peace. So today, form yourself a good habit of easily and always forgiving people, showing them love, and moving on from whatever it was that transpired between you and them. You know what time it is? It's time where we get to bring you your very own show, Nka, here on Afia TV, showing live on DSTV channel 254 and of course on GoTV channel 17. Tonight is going to be a great one. I am kicking off my week on a special note because today I am going to be joined. Let me address her as a colleague, because she does the same thing that I do. So I'm going to be joined by a colleague from a different state, a different platform. We're going to be having a great time right here on the show. So make sure that you stay tuned from this very beginning until the very end of this show. My name is Rochelle Ezapata, and of course, I am going to be your host on the show tonight. We're going to go on a short break. When we come back, it's going to be showtime. So stay tuned wherever you are. Okay, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. You are still watching Inka here on Afia TV, showing on the STV channel 254 and of course on GoTV channel 17. We'll only have one very pattern here on the show. I come in the first time and then the second time I come back with a plenty goodies. So right now I'm back with a trailer load of goodies. If you are ready to receive it, then let's get it all started. So tonight I'm going to be joined by a very beautiful lady. Yeah, she's very beautiful. You're going to be seeing her face up on your screen very soon. And she is a broadcast journalist, a presenter at Trend FM Asaba. She's also the host of the weekday evening drive time show, Cruise Control, and Niger Upbeat Show. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me and welcome Dinma Raphael. She's joining us all the way from Asaba. She is also known as Honey Badger. You are still going to explain to me how you got this particular name. But first and foremost, let me welcome you on the show. Hi Dinma, how are you doing?
Hi, Michelle.
I don't know why I'm extra excited to meet you. I don't know.
I am excited as well.
Yeah, it's always a special joy. When I start my week here on Inca with women and then end it with them because the vibe is always unmatchable. It's always
Girl power.
women supporting women. So what's up with you? How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. How are you?
I'm
You
okay.
look beautiful. I heard your voice. I already guessed you were beautiful and it's just confirmed it.
Okay. I see. Keep me with those words. From your background, it's obvious you're still at work.
What?
I said from the background, it's obvious you're still at work, right?
Yes, I just got on air some minutes ago,
Okay.
and I'm here now.
Yeah, the evening drive time show. How did it go today?
Yeah. Oh, it was fun. It was really fun. My co-host also was very fun. So today was just us relaxing. It was a long weekend, so let's catch up on what was happening over the weekend, and that was interesting.
Okay, I see. Now, let's get started by you first of all explaining and telling me, how the honey badger came about, like where and how. Bring on the gist for me.
Okay. I get that question a lot, and I'm glad you asked it. So first, you know the honey badger is an animal, right? An animal also called the Raphael.
Yeah.
You know about the honey badger? It's basically the world's most fearless animal,
Oh,
right? Now, first discovered that animal back when I was in secondary school or primary school, I think. I was watching a documentary. I think it was called Animal Things or something. But it was hosted by David Attenborough, the British guy.
okay.
And we were talking about the honey badger and how it would steal food from the lions, and the lions would not be so bold enough to take it back. It would steal food from the honey, it would fight the snakes, it would take venom. I read about it, I was so interested. And growing up, I think I related myself a lot to the honey badger about how fearless, bold and resilient I could be. And I knew that this is what my spirit animal, and I went with that.
Oh, I see. So when it comes to the fighting aspect of it, how many wars have you been able to conquer?
See, about that, let me be honest, I don't fight. I don't know how to fight.
You don't know how
I
to.
don't like violence.
Okay. Oh,
But
you're
I'm
a picture of love and
well.
light. I see. Okay, that's all good though. Every story has a beginning and definitely an ending. Right now, we're just looking at the beginning. We're not looking at the ending because I know you are still very much active in the game and you still have a whole lot to deposit. You still have a lot of impacts to make. So let's talk about the beginning part of it. How did your journey in the broadcasting space? How did it start?
Okay, that's a good question. It started, I think, when I was in primary school. My school, we had this one event for Children's Day, I think, and we were supposed to go to the NTA Broadcasting House as an excursion.
Okay.
And my school was required to bring about two ladies and two guys to event a new reel on the program. We were kids, we were in primary school. And I have been a very outspoken person in primary school. My proprietors have already known me. That girl, she keeps talking. And I was selected with one other girl in there. And we went to the NTA, the broadcasting house, and we had to read the news. And we were, it was really funny, but then I knew that I loved it. My papa had told my parents that this girl would do well in broadcasting. My parents were like, no, 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 she's going to be a doctor, she's going to be a lawyer.
Typical
And,
parent.
and that dream was shattered at that point. But then, I started doing other stuff, trying to be a doctor, and I got to university. My first year there, I was trying to find extracurricular activities to be a part of. And I joined the radio house, the official school, the university radio house called Grace FM. I joined in as an intern, the other level. But you know that when you have one, you have a lot of activities, you have classes, you have to keep your grades up, all of that stuff. And so I couldn't keep up, and then I left the Great and I continued my education. But after school, I knew this is what I could do, this is what I wanted to do. I could talk, I could read, I could engage you in a conversation for hours. And so I went back and I started right after school, my final year. I started the continuity as announcer. I was just doing some production
Yeah.
until, until now. This is very funny. I was engaged in an argument with some of my colleagues. We were arguing about something, and did you who's that girl? Her voice is loud. Put her on air, and. And that's how it started. I started hosting the weekly Monday shout out show. And my first time on air, Lord of mercy, I think
What happened?
I froze. I froze. Girl, I froze. They turned on the mic. They told me go on, and I'm like, I didn't see anything. And then somebody came in and then, they started talking. And the man had told me, listen, it's easy for you to talk off air, but when you come on air, it's a different ball game. You have to have what you say, you have to have content, you have to have substance. And it's not about arguing behind the scenes. And I had to start working on myself, taking classes, taking training, and that's how it started. From there, I started working the daily shows, and from there, moved to another city, another job, and here we are today. That's what I started in 2015, 2016.
Okay.
So we're here now.
Wow. Your story is such an inspiring one. And
It
it
is.
reminds
It is
me,
funny
it's
too.
such an inspiring one. It reminds me of something. I could remember when I was 7 back then. And, as core members then, we were assigned to different shows and different belts. So I can't remember what I was
Okay.
doing one day, but I was in the production studio and my voice came up. Then someone just, carelessly said, this kind of fufu voice, like, can't you go and look for something else to do? I knew I took out 1 week to cry. Like, I took out. And after crying, I just told myself, I think I'm going to back out. Maybe I go find something else. Since my voice sounds like that of a fufu seller, maybe I should even venture into selling fufu or something. But people around were like, that was just one person's opinion. Why not seek other people's opinion and see if it's going to be a different thing? And I'm so happy that I took that advice. And I don't know why
So,
almost every broadcaster has that kind of story, because when you come in, they would first of all want to make the environment very unbearable and too harsh for you. So
yeah.
it's not left
I think it's the whole idea of intimidation. They want to intimidate you because they know what you have.
yeah.
I went through that.
And
You go through with people who know you have value. So let them break you so that you're not even sure of yourself.
yeah.
And if you don't have people who would encourage you to work on yourself, even if you're not that good, you can always learn. You can always hone your abilities. You can always practice. And it's good to have people around you that are like that.
Okay, before we get back to talking about you and your career, I want to ask something. You said you were very outspoken as a kid. Did you ever get victimized because of that particular thing?
Oh, I think first I've always been a big girl. So even when I was in primary school, I had always been bigger than my classmates. So I think that helped me, and also it's a blessing and a curse, honestly, because yeah, she's expected to have low self-esteem, but I had over mine was high up there, and so I was loud, but at the same time they would tell me to shut up. You know how we grew up in African households where we were told to silence our voices, we're not supposed to speak. So when we go to a place where there are like older people, we're not allowed to express themselves. And so we grew up hiding our life, in other words. And so that was one of the issues I had. So if you're a girl, you shouldn't speak like that. You're a girl, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that. And so I had to fight for myself for a very long time until I found my voice again.
Okay, that name Honey Badger. Now I see. I get.
Exactly, exactly. And that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so it's almost 10 years, of exploring all areas of broadcasting. You're a voiceover artist. You know your heads. You know your way around the production studio. Then when it comes to going on air, like you are the queen of the airwaves. Sorry, I have to blow your trumpet this week. So
Yeah, I like it.
you like it? Okay. So, looking at the journey so far, do you ever regret on embarking on it?
Not for 1 second, my love. Not for 1 second. I think what I regret is maybe not on my part because I was a child. I wish my parents had listened to my proprietress
Okay.
when she saw potential in me. I wish my parents had given me the platform, the opportunity to learn. I didn't study master education. I didn't have any experience. I didn't know anything. I had to start later on. If I could ever go back and change something, I would, take more classes. I would be part of it so that I could be better. But embarking on the journey, it's been wonderful. There's been ups, there's been ups, there's been downs, there's been the depression, there's been the sadness, and you have to go on when you're crying. There's been the heartbreak when you have to still go. There's been all of that. But I don't regret any part of it. It's
Okay.
been one of my greatest stories.
Okay. As broadcasters, we always have things that keep us going. Either because of that one particular caller that would call you and say, "Hey, honey badger, my love, my wife, mother of my children," or either the
I
ones that
have so
would
many
call,
hotlines.
or either the ones that would come and give you extra headache. They would call in and start telling you, why would this say such a thing? You see yourself almost fighting with people. Like, there is always something fascinating for all broadcasters. So for you, like, what's that thing that's very fascinating about your job that whenever you remember, you'll be like, okay, I can't wait. Like, I can't wait to go on air.
Yeah, I think my callers, they believe everything. They believe me. They trust me. Whatever information they give them, they're like, oh, Bacha said this is true. It must be true. And I think that also makes me want to get more information, read anything that I can read, just so that I don't have to let them down. I think that my callers, I've had people propose to you on air. I've had people annoying me. One time, I was posting the love show, the love and relationship show, and then this man called and was like, everything you are saying, it doesn't matter because you're not married. Are you married? You cannot, if you are married and have children, you cannot give us advice. I'm like, well, so you have people like that, but the other people who really, really want to talk to you, they're listening to you, they believe you, they trust you, and so that keeps you going. That makes you want to go back in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening, just talk to these people and give them information. And they say that, that's a story.
Sometimes these people would push you and you want to really, really go low. Going low by, who is this person? I think I need to find out who you are. Maybe steal your number from the studio phone, call you later on. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm giving back that energy because people are really moving crazy out there. But let me not say all the bad things I've done in this life. Let me know some of the parties I've done. It's not everyone that can be consistent with something. At this point, I just have to say that you are 10 years in the industry because this year is 9, it's next year, 2025. I'm
Yeah.
so let's just be calling it 10 years. Like, it's not a base. So, being in the media space for a long period of time, like, let me ask, what has been keeping you going? How do you keep your sanity in check? Also, your emotions. How do you wake up every morning and get motivated to go out? What always keep you going with the job?
Okay, so I think first is the fact that I have passion for it. The fact that I have passion for it. That's the first thing. And the next thing is, I think with time, you learn that you have to detach yourself. It doesn't make you cold-hearted, but you have to detach at some point so that you don't take your phone. I remember 2020, during the uprising, the EndSARS movement, when the whole thing started, I was on air that day. I was on air. I was presenting a program, and I started getting calls from Lagos. People were talking to me. People were asking me. My brother had gone out of the house. They were looking for him. And I couldn't break down. I couldn't do anything. I had to continue my show and entertain people. And after the show, I know that I had a mental breakdown, but I have to then get back on the job. There are people depending on me. There are people waiting for you. So every day, I think I tell myself, this is your job. People are doing it. People having work. People who are in the front lines in Syria, in Pakistan, in this place where war torn, and they're doing their job. So how bad can it be for me? And then I have a glass of wine at the end of the day. It makes you feel better.
Mhm. Oftentimes I've had this conversation pop up and still go back. People saying that in every media outfit that there is need to have a counselor or a therapist, or maybe just have a counseling department because all of us that go on air, we actually go through a whole lot. Imagine in real
Oh my
life,
God.
you're battling with so many things, but hey, you show up on radio, you show up on television, and you're sounding like you're the most excited person on earth. Do you agree to that?
Totally, totally. I think even if the company doesn't provide it, I think you should have someone that you talk to. Doesn't have to be a therapist, doesn't have to be someone you pay to talk to. It could be your loved one, your partner. It could be a friend. It could be your partner. It could be anything. You could just have someone to let all of that energy and all those that steam go. Let it go somehow. Let it out somehow. You have to find an outlet. And I don't mean to do any kind of vices like maybe gambling. I've heard people say they switch to gambling to let out all of the pressure and all that. No, I don't mean engaging in any kind of addiction. I'm just saying letting it out, like talking to someone about how you feel. I think that's a good way. I don't know how many media outfits right now in Nigeria would be open to having a mental health department. I don't want to read, but it's a good idea. I support that. But if you don't have it, you have to make do what you have, and that's the people around you.
Okay, that's a good one. So you've been around, you've been in the blog for 9 years, still counting, and I'm sure things are not the same like how you met them before. How the operation.
Oh,
They will have a lot of changes right now. So how well do you think the Nigerian media space has evolved from the very first time you came on board to this present time?
yeah. Okay, so when I started, first was a university radio station, so obviously it's limited, and I remember that when I moved to another one, the studio seemed like Sacros and a separate place. You couldn't enter. It was somewhere we were praying to be allowed to sweep the studio, because there was a glass that would demarcate the production
Yeah.
room and the continuity room, actors studio. So being in this other room, look at it, because like they were gods. They're like they're talking on the mic, and got behind the glass, putting in music with the CD. You had a CD, you just put in the CD and select music, side one, side A, side B. It was analog, and it was authentic, it was fun. It was really tasking, but it was fun. And now what we have is easier. It's easier. I don't mean easier. So I don't mean easier in a bad way. I think it's easier as it should be. I think there's so much more we can do. I think there's still a long way to go. But I love it now than it was before. I loved it then. It was fun. It challenged you. You have to work hard. You have to have something, right? But now it's easier for us to have music play. They have the catalog, they have to play just on the song. But there, you have to think of every song you have to play before going on there and have the CD set and get ready to just slot in and slot out. So I think the growth so far is welcome. We want more. We want it better. Not saying that AI take our job good, but I think we can do better. It's where we are right now is a great place. We have amazing presenters around Nigeria. They're doing so good, and I'm really proud of where we come from.
Okay. Oh, okay. So the manpower is not even the problem, but rather the environment.
Yeah, we have the manpower. We have lots of people. I think it's just maybe the stations themselves, maybe the establishment, maybe the environment, but not the people, not the people. I don't think.
Okay, I see. You've practiced in different regions of Nigeria. If there are two or three changes you want to say in the media space, as regards to the media personnel themselves and also the media outfits, what are the changes you would love to see in the nearest time?
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good question. Please. Okay. Um, okay, so when I started, I didn't have a lot of the old guys helping out per se. It's kind of gotta learn on the job, and they don't get to hold your hands. You know, these days you see more of that. People are welcoming and thinking, just do it this way. It's better now. So I want more of that. I wouldn't say change, but I want more of the camaraderie. Let's not fight. We're not enemies. We're doing the same thing. So I think we should have more of a government. Second thing that I think that I would like to change. Oof, I really can't think of anything right now
Okay.
because everything is going so well so far. I
Okay.
really can't think of anything that I would like to do. I just want there to be more togetherness. Oh, and yeah, okay, last thing that I wanted to change. People who open radio stations solely to promote their political ambition are
Mm-hmm.
ruining radio.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're doing it because they want to advertise their name or just to push themselves. And when they don't get what they want, it closes down and people are out of job. People who really love the job are just left hanging.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're trying to open a radio station, you gotta be really clear. You have to know what you're doing. You know, you have to know you have to have the money to open it. You have to know what you're doing and be willing to listen to counsel. So yeah.
Okay. Dima, I really enjoyed this session. You throwing giving me an insight into your personal life and also your work life. As a media personnel out there, anytime I go out and introduce myself and tell people about my working schedule, the first question I get is, how do you have time for yourself? Like, do you even have time for yourself and your loved ones? And I'm certain you also get that question as well because every
I
time you're out
do.
there
I
talking,
do.
even when
They say you're
you're not
always
on air,
busy.
yeah, you are busy brainstorming, thinking, what am I going to give to those people? So, for adventure, you have time to relax, unwind, and cool off. How do you go about it?
Girl, I like to unwind. So first, I think I mentioned earlier, I love wine, so I like to have a bottle of wine around. So when I feel like I'm overwhelmed, I just have a glass and I feel better. Or I spend time with my puppy and that makes me happy.
Oh,
Or I just go out with friends, karaoke, do something fun. I try to do that as much as I can. I don't want to be the experiment. I
okay.
don't want to all work and no play. So I like to try and unwind when I
And do something. Yeah, I just wish
oh,
we were there.
I don't think I read every day. That's another way that I relax reading. So I read like daily, so that helps.
Okay, if you were here with me, maybe you would have gotten yourself a bottle of sweet red wine, but you're not here. Let's wait till.
Don't worry. I'll hold you out. I'll take a rain check. Don't worry. And you shall see me in Enugu. You will find me there.
But come on, honey badger, I know you're bigger than a bottle of wine. So because of that, you're going to come back to Enugu. Wow, that's good. Have you ever visited Enugu?
What?
Have you been to Enugu before?
Oh yes. When I worked in Anambra State, I visited the great market.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What
I
was the
visited the
experience?
market.
I hope they didn't nothing happened to you. What was the experience like?
First, I don't know. Most people don't know this about me, but I don't like going to the market. I don't like to be around like all of that. Yeah, so I get claustrophobic, so it was scary. But I was a friend, so it was fun. It was an experience. I don't want to do it again, but it was a big market. It was fun to do it.
Okay. All right, honey badger. We're going to go on a short break, honey. When we come back, we'll still have lots more for you on the show tonight. So make sure
All right.
you do not go anywhere. Yeah, we're going to be right back. This is still Unka. If you're just joining
Okay.
us, welcome on board. My name is Rochelle, and tonight I am virtually speaking with the honey badger all the way from Trend FM Asaba. Unka, we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. You are still watching Nka. It's the very first one in the second week of July. Don't worry, I love how July started. So I'm going to be keeping you informed with the week we are in exactly. So this is the second week, and we are kicking it off in a very special way by having ourselves a beautiful honey badger. She's very fearless and resilient. She's joining us all the way from a Trend FM Asaba. We've had a whole lot of conversation about her personality, about her work life, and what have you. So now it's time for us to see other parts of her and also play game. You know how it is here on Inca, we do not really talk. Honey, what's that? Why are you reacting that way? Okay. Oh, you thought we were just going to talk only? Don't worry. So, for this particular segment, it's called what's it called actually? But it's just a very special segment where we usually give our guests not really a big or little surprise, but we just give, just one tiny tiny surprise like that. And sometimes it becomes very emotional, and depending on how it goes, it could also be embarrassing. I understand as a media person, there are some kind of things you don't want to be out there, and then you see it out there, but you're going to like it. So let's get into it. Enough of the talking. It's time for us to get into action. Just stay put wherever you are right now. Some things are going to be popping up on your screen. Okay. So who's that hot lady? Who is that person?
That looks like my cousin.
You're not serious. That's honey. Oh wow.
That
So
is
this is
me.
you.
Oh my god! Oh,
So this is you when you are not running into the studio to go start up a show. Okay, okay.
oh my god!
Well, you're very beautiful. Like, oh wow. Oh god. Honey Badger, what's happening? These are your pictures. Why are you laughing that way? Okay. Oh,
Oh my god!
please. How many decades ago was this?
This was, I think, 2017, 2017, I think.
Okay. Where? Which station was
Mm-hmm.
this?
That was Omega FM in Anambra State.
Anambra. Okay. Omega. Anambra. Okay. This particular one too was in a studio.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. You know.
Oh my god.
What we
The hair came off. You can see the hair came off. It's a
uh-huh.
lot of changes.
Okay. See this one. Have you seen this?
Yes, this was, I think I was about seeing a movie. This was in Jos, Plateau State.
You've really told Nigeria. Is there any part of Nigeria you've been to? Wow.
Oh my god. Oh, oh my god. Where did you get? This is embarrassing. Oh
Wow.
my god. Oh my god.
Okay, more? Was there more to come? Are you serious?
Oh, wait, is there more of this? Is there more of this?
Sorry, I wasn't part of this. I don't know about this. I'm walking according to direction, so you don't confuse.
Oh,
We're seeing women supporting women. I guess. I guess that's your dog. What's the dog's name?
yeah. My pet name is Milo. His name is Milo. But this is his mom. This is my dog's mom. Her name is Laura.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know how you forget to like dogs. Don't they scare you people?
You don't like dogs? You don't like dogs?
No, I don't. As
You
little.
know, I read somewhere. The wise man once said, "Do not trust a person who doesn't like dogs." A
Okay.
wise man.
A wise man. Go and tell that wise man that he needs to unsay that thing he said because I am so scared of dogs. So, Honey Badger, I hope you had fun, walking down the memory lane.
What did you say?
I said, I hope you had fun walking down the memory lane, seeing those beautiful pictures
I,
of you.
I did, God with mercy. I felt, I don't know what to say about that. It's embarrassing. And heartwarming as well. It's heartwarming.
So, in other words, it was a mixed feeling for you.
It was really a big thing. I can't remember. Look at what I look like. Look at me there. I look young.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to take your word very seriously. Coming from a media person, that means
Yeah.
it's true. Like we did a great job. Okay, so it's time for us to move to another part of the show that I really love very much. It's the games part. Yeah. We'll play games
In fact, I like it. I'm very
here. Yeah. I hope you love playing games. You should.
I love playing games as a matter of fact.
Okay, okay. And I'm also happy that, we are colleagues. We are in this business together. So you can't do
Mm-hmm.
anyhow. You know how you come on air and give your listeners an instruction and expect them to adhere strictly to it. So that's how I'm also giving
Yeah.
an instruction right now. I know you've been in this space
Okay.
before. for me, but sorry, you have to obey my instructions right now. Then maybe wait for me. Okay, so we are going to be playing the rating games. It's called rating game. We rate
Okay.
personalities, individuals from best to worst, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to call out names of some media practitioners. You're going to rate them from best to worst. I don't know whether you would know all of them. Nevertheless, I still want you to play the game. And you have to
Okay.
categorically tell me who your best is and who your worst is. Are we good to go?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good to go. No
All right. All
problem.
right.
You're gonna put me in trouble, but I'm good to go.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so we're going to be rating these female OAPs. Yes, I chose the female OAPs. So I have Kiki Modi here. I have Tools. I have Gloria Oji Emodi. And I have Toke Makiwa. So you are to rate from best to worst.
Oh, okay. Wait, you said Gloria,
Yeah.
Toke, and who?
Gloria Toke, Tools, Kiki Modi.
Oh my God. Okay. But I've always loved food. I've always loved food. So I'm going to start with the best and go to the worst, right?
Yeah.
And I don't when I say worst, I don't, you know what I mean. I don't mean like you know what I mean.
It's a
Don't
game,
know
yeah.
the
It's a game.
misunderstanding.
Yes, it's a game. Don't take it
So I'm going
personally.
to
Yeah.
start off with twos. Then Gloria, I love Gloria so much. She's an inspiration.
Yes.
And Cookie, and then Toke.
Oh, it's okay. It's your work. You didn't tell me the categories they fall into. You just mentioned names.
So from best to worst.
Okay. All right. That's good. Now let's move to the next game. This game is called Impression Game, and by the name already, you know what it means. So on Impression Game, you tell me who your favorite entertainer is, whether a musician, an actor, or a comedian. Then, if you choose one particular person, all you are going to do for me is just to simply, mimic that person, act like that person for at least 30 seconds. So, who are you choosing?
This is going to be tough because I can't. Okay, I'm gonna go with Derele. I love Derele a lot. Derele and Derele.
Wow. I should not putting yourself
I
in
love
the corner.
Derele.
Okay, okay. All right. So,
But, but can anyone match his energy though? Can anybody mimic Derele? Derele is an icon.
okay, you just have to do something. Anyhow it is, just give us a show. So in three, two, one, action, please act like them really.
My name is Derele. Wait, Derele. I'm mad, making a difference. I'm mad, making a difference. Derele. Ah, come here.
I'm sure everyone will be surprised, like what is this? Could it be
Yeah, man, but I'm not making a difference. Hey, wait, I'm here. He's always energetic. I cannot keep up.
yeah.
But that's what I have for
Yeah, I
me.
give it up to him for his energy. Like he's indeed an energy god. Always
But
active,
if
very
you ever had an interview with him, you will have a great time. He will make you feel like he's the one hosting you. He will
yeah.
make you comfortable. His energy is infectious. I love him.
Okay. All right, Honey Badger. We've come to the end of this segment and, of course, the show. Thank you.
Uh,
How should I say your thank you right now?
Listen,
I'm thinking.
this has been amazing.
Thank you very much for giving us the show tonight and also coming through, not minding how stressful today has been. Like, you just got off from work and here you are speaking with us, still laughing, still energetic, like nothing happened. I admire your strength and your heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaw. Thank you, Shaw.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you so
for
much.
the show tonight.
You're an amazing interviewer, by the way. You are so engaging, so thank
Oh,
you for
wow. Give me my flowers.
that.
All right. My regards to all your family members in Trend FM and all your
I will.
lovers on air. Tell them that I am greeting all the way from Enugu. Do have yourself a sound night rest. Honey Badger.
You too. Thank you so much for having me. Bye, Afia TV.
Bye. Okay, it's been an amazing time. talking with Dinma Raphael, also known as Honey Badger, all the way from Trend FM Asaba. This we're going to be wrapping it up on tonight's edition of Inca. This is just the first one for this week. And if you could remember some of the things that I told you before we went for the weekend break, I said that this week is going to be a very special week. Emphasis on very. Yeah, I had to add that, a very special week, because we have something huge, very, very huge something coming your way. I don't know when it's going to happen within the week. It's left for you to always keep a tab on everything that we do, so you do not miss out on this very huge something that is coming to your screen. Tomorrow is going to be another day, and of course I am going to show up here giving you all the ginger, all the spinach, the premium content that you deserve. This is Inka, and this show comes away every weeknight by 8 p.m. up until when it's time for us to pack our load and go. This is the time for me to pack my load and go and make way for the next thing on Afia TV tonight. Thank you once again for joining me on the show. My name still remains Rochelle Ezapatax. Make sure that you sleep very well. Have yourself a good night's rest. We'll do this again tomorrow. Bye.